Hi, I'm Tina Cannon, President and CEO of the Austin LGBT Chamber of Commerce.
It's Michael Ferstenfeld reporting from MyPoint TV here in Austin, Texas, and today I'm heading downtown to the W because they're nice and they're letting us film there, and they're also members of the LGBT Chamber of Commerce. And today I'm meeting with Tina Cannon from the Austin LGBT Chamber of Commerce to talk about how businesses big and small and straight and gay and everything in between can show their support without inappropriately appropriating any of the branding of Pride Month.
So it's Pride Month, and what we see all over town are flags, whether it be a genuine flag, a logo that has been flipped to rainbow. And what we're finding this year is there just seems to be just a plethora. And I hope that some brands are being genuine in their support or their kind of virtue signaling of who they are. But as a chamber, we hold them to a little bit higher level of accountability. So when we see those, it's a great opportunity for a conversation. We go and talk to those brands and say, that's great, thank you for that outward support. What are you doing inward? Right? What are you doing? Do you have an employee resource group? Are you intentional about where you're procuring your products from? Are you hiring from the LGBT community? What are you doing beyond just hanging the flag? Are you donating to LGBT causes? Are you helping to prop up next generation of LGBT youth in the workforce? Like, what are you tangibly doing that's making a difference? The term lovingly is being called in the community gaywashing. And so as a consumer, what you can do is ask. If you see Acme Brick flying their flag logo is now rainbow colored, you're just asking, be like, dude, okay, what are you doing? Who's bringing in the cement? Is it an LGBT trucking company? Like, what are you doing in the community besides telling the community, give me your money? When you advertise to the LGBT community back in the day, we didn't even have all the letters. Like, we were just the gay community, right? So like back in the day when it was harder, we supported those brands who took a risk with us. And so like nobody wanted to drive a Subaru Brat. I think that's probably the ugliest car on the road, right? But like they advertised hard to our community. And right, the joke is, of course, right, every lesbian drives a Subaru, my wife included. So brands who are intentional about their engagement know that we're long-standing consumers for them. So if you're gonna hang the flag, but then you're gonna go support candidates who are passing anti-trans bills right now all across this country, that's disingenuous. If you're a consumer, you can publicly see where those brands are giving their money to. Find out before you shop. Know where you're putting your dollars as a consumer, and make sure you're putting it with brands who are intentionally engaging with the community. Virtues are a good thing. You actually have to do and walk the walk and not just talk about it. You have to be intentional about your actions. So I'm virtuous, but it's about acting the act and not just talking the talk. Brands are realizing that they need to be more deliberate. And if you're gonna start a small business, this is your chance to define who you are. That type of definition is gonna help you attract the type of talent that you want working for you. So signaling who you are as part of your whether you're a small business or large, company culture is enormous in both attracting consumers, but even more so in attracting long-term talent to work within your organization. Pride Month is in June here in Austin and nationally, and then in August we celebrate it with a giant parade through town. But I will tell you, and I will urge you, to start thinking Pride 365, because I'm gay all year long. If you don't believe me, just look at my shoes. Be intentional all year long. Think about all the communities. We shouldn't have to have a month to remind you, but we're not there yet. There's still a lot of work to be done. Right here in the state of Texas, you can be thrown out of where you live because you're LGBT. You could be denied some public accommodations. We're just not there yet. So there is a time to celebrate, and there's definitely times to celebrate the work that's been done to date. But it's important to remember that Pride 365. Because there's more work to be done.
So there you go. You can't really just cram it all into 1 or 2 months and be done with it. It's a year-long, lifetime commitment to showing your support and listening and being open. And I'm here for it. Let's keep learning. Let's keep talking.